Hello students, today's class based on the chapter number 1 from the class 8, crop production and management. We are going to recall the some concept what and all you studied in your class 8. So let's continue with the class. What is a crop? When plants of the same kind are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale is called a crop. Crops are of the different types like cereals, vegetables and fruits, etc. These can be classified on the basis of the season in which they grow. So we can classify them by in the seasons how they will grow. So when plants of the same kind, not different types are grown, when same kind of the plants are grown and cultivated in one single place in a large scale is called what? It is a crop. So what are the different types of the crops? As I said, the types of the crops is depending on their seasons. So kharif crops, rabi crops, and one more it is there, that is I will tell rabi crops. Only two crops it is. One is kharif crops, another one is the rabi crops. Kharif crops means what? The crops which are sown in the rainy seasons are called kharif crops. So what do you mean by kharif crops? When you got the crops in the season of the rains. So the rainy season in India is generally from the June to September. So what are the different crops we can see during this days? Paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, cotton, etc. are the kharif crops. So what do you mean by kharif crops? Kharif crops are the sown in the rainy seasons are called kharif crops. So what are the different kharif crops? So paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, cotton, etc. are called as kharif crops. Second one is rabi crops. These crops are grown in the winter season are called rabi crops. Their time period is generally from October on March. Examples of the rabi crops are wheat, pea, mustard, gram and lime seeds. So the crops which are grown in the winter seasons are called what? It is a rabi crops. Next is agricultural practice. So what are the different agricultural practices are we have to follow? We have to preparation of the soil. So we have to prepare the soil. Then sowing. Sowing means preparing the ground. Adding the manure and the fertilizers. We have to add the manure and fertilizers to the ground. Irrigations. Irrigations means water supplements. Protecting from the weeds. You have to protect the crops from the weeds. Harvesting, you have to harvest. Storage, how to storage it, that is the agriculture practice you have to follow by steps. Then preparation of the soil. The preparation of the soil is the first step before growing the crop. This allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. So first preparation of the soil is what? The first step before growing the crop. Before growing the crop, you have to follow the steps. That is what preparation of the soil. We have to prepare the soil to grow the crop. Then this allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. So what happens when you prepare the soil? What happens? It will allow the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. It will allow them roots to go inside the soil. So the loose soil allows the roots to breathe easily even when they go deep into the soil. So properly if you prepare the soil, so what happens? The soil will become loose. So it will allows what? The roots to breathe easily in even when they go deep into the soil. So the loosened soil helps in the growth of the earthworms and the microbes. We already know the earthworms and the microbes help the plants to grow well. The next is sowing. Second step, the sowing is the most important part of the crop production. It is very important part of the crop production. Before sowing, good quality seeds are selected. So before sowing, what you have to do? You have to select the good quality seeds. Why? If you not select the good quality of the seeds, the seeds is not proper. Then what happens? The crops or the plants will not grow well. So good quality seeds are clean and healthy seeds of a good variety. So good variety of the seeds we have to collect. Farmers prefer to use the seeds which give a high yield. So what they do, farmers people's most what, that is it's give the high yield. Then adding the manure and the fertilizers. So when you add the manures and the fertilizer to the soil, what is the importance of adding the manure and the fertilizers? The substances which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients for the healthy growth of the plants are called what? It is manure and the fertilizers. The substances which are added to the soil in the form of the nutrients for the healthy growth of the plants are called what? It is manure and the fertilizers. When you add some substance to the soil, so why we are adding the fertilizers or the manure to the soil? To form the nutrients for the healthy growth of the plants. When you add if you observe at the home also, sometimes if you put the fertilizers to the plants, so what happens? The plant will grow well, right? It is very healthy growth of the plants we can see. So that we call what? It is a manure and the fertilizers. These minerals, nutrients are essential for the growth of the plants. So these why it is essential for the growth of the plants. Manure is an organic substances obtained from the decomposition of the dead plants and the animal waste. What is the difference between the fertilizers and the manure? Manure is what? Natural fertilizer. Fertilizer is what? It is not natural, prepared by this man-made. So manure is organic substances. So it is obtained from the where? It is from the decomposition of the dead plants and the animal waste. Irrigations. Irrigations means what? The supply of water to the crops at different intervals is called irrigation. We are supplying some water to the crops at the different intervals, different timings is called what? Irrigation. The time and the frequency of the irrigations varies from the crop to crop, soil to soil and season to season. It is not same for every time. Sources of irrigation: well ponds, canals, tube wells, ponds, lakes, etc. Protection from the weeds. How to protect the plants from the weeds? So plants which grow naturally with the crop is called as weeds, and the removal of weeds is known as weeding. So plants which grow naturally with the crop is called what? Weeds, and the removal of weeds is called known as what? Weeding. Weeding is necessary since weeds compete with the crop plants for the water, nutrients, space and the light. Then harvesting. So how to harvest? The cutting of a crop after its manure is called, the cutting of a crop after it is mature is called what? It is harvesting. When we crop the plants, when it is get matured, then we are cutting the plant, right? That procedure we call what? It is a harvesting. Harvesting in India is mainly done by sickle or by the machine is called harvester. The process of separating the seeds from the chaff threshing. The process of separation of grain and chaff winnowing. Storage. If the crop's grains are to be kept for the longer time, they should be safe from moisture, insects, rats and microorganisms. So if the crop's grains are to be kept for the longer time, if you keep more time for the crop grain, so what happens? It should be safe from the moisture, insects, rats and microorganisms. If freshly harvested grain seeds are stored without drying, they may get spoiled or attacked by the organisms, losing their germination capacity.